All right, Michael Swisher at the Skordle Shootout with Jon Marc Hadley and Martell Davis of the Varnum Whippets. Really big win there. You guys fell down big against Garber, got the comeback win. Coach, you got to like what you've seen out of your team today. I mean, you guys gone up against some really stiff competition and shown a lot of grit and fight.
Yes, sir. That's Rejoice Christian, the first game, losing them by 1. Missed some free throws, had some chances in that game, but, hats off to them. Really, really good 2A team they are. Garber, man, impressive. Speed, depth, shooting ability, size. For us to be able to come back and keep fighting and find a way to win that one, I'm really proud of my guys for that.
Yeah, Martell, you guys get down 12-0, 14-0 in that game. First of all, what happened to get down that far, and then what did Coach say during that timeout for to allow you guys to get back in the game? I know it was all coaching right there that got you back in the game.
We had a lot of turnovers at first, and he just told us to settle down and keep weathering the storm, keep us.
You guys have a lot of, especially for a Class B team, a lot of size, a lot of athleticism. Do you feel like next year? I know last year kind of things got rough in the playoffs. Do you think next year you can make a real run at getting back to the state tournament?
Yes, sir. I think we can push and punch our ticket to state and give us a gold ball.
And Coach, I mean, it seemed like last year you just caught some wrong teams at the wrong time. I think New Lima and Braggs at the regional tournament. But you've got to feel good about this team that you've got coming back and going to state next year.
Yes, sir. We've been really young last couple of years. When these guys were freshmen, they ran all the way to Friday of area, lost to Kenta by 6 or 7 points. Had some leads in that game. Then last year we had a great year, had some good wins along the way and things like that. And then a combination of factors. New Lima played really, really well down the stretch. Braggs played really, really well down the stretch. We were kind of banged up in some spots. We had some illnesses that kind of were unforeseen and just kind of one of those stretches for us. It was really, really tough, and we weren't able to overcome it. And I told them, I said, look what happened to the University of Virginia. Yeah. A year ago in the NCAA tournament. The first ever one gets beat by the 16 seed. I felt like they learned something from it. In fact, they were my pick to win the whole thing this year because I felt like they learned something from it. And I told them the same thing. Hey, we fell short of where we thought we should have gone and could have gone this last year. But we definitely I think we learned some things. We're definitely a year older, a year stronger. Adding. I had a kid that a couple of kids set out last year, transferred in and set out last year. They're going to, add some depth and some muscle for us and some, points in the paint and some ball handling and different things like that. So, just really looking forward to these guys, and they're great kids, and they work hard every day, and they love to play, and they love to play together.
2 birds with 1 stone. I know you're the busiest guy here at the shootout. Lady Whippets, defending state champions now. Obviously, you got a lot to replace from that team. But I've also seen them scrap quite a bit here today. What are you looking forward to out of that group this year? I know it's a different dynamic for you.
Sure, and it's to lose what we lost, senior leadership, experienced players, things like that. But we played. I felt like we were probably the deepest team at state last year, and so a lot of those girls have had big game experience on really good teams. We had a girl that becomes eligible this year too. That's going to be a difference maker. And so we're, basically, today's the first day we played together, and with this particular team. And I was a little concerned, coming in that we were going to be a little out of shape, we're going to be a little out of practice, a little rusty. But this team's got some talent, got some good pieces. They're used to winning, and just give us a little time, and I feel good about about our chances of making another good run.
All right, I know you got to go coach another game. Your 18th game of the day. Coach Hadley, Martell Davis of the Varnum Whippets.
Thank you, sir.